Oh, and it's great that we've had this chance to talk about your blood pressure, and you know my concerns about the fact that it's been elevated now on the last 3 occasions, and we've done the various score tests, and it shows that it looks like probably we should be thinking about treating that blood pressure.
Okay, what does that mean?
So that might mean that it's time for us to be thinking about some medications for blood pressure, but it is also possible that we could look at other things that might help to bring your blood pressure down besides just taking medication.
Okay.
And I wondered if you knew about any of the things that can affect blood pressure that we might be able to think about.
Okay, like diet and exercise and things like that.
Yeah, so I know we've talked about diet before, and it's not a big concern for you, and you're quite physically active, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So we had talked about that before too. So I wondered if you knew of any of the other things that might possibly contribute towards high blood pressure.
Okay, so like, I mean, I don't smoke.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we've talked about alcohol.
Yeah,
before.
yeah. So it's great that you don't smoke. That's really good. That was a good thing that you gave up there. So are you aware of any of the information around about how alcohol affects blood pressure?
Yeah, a little bit, I guess, but just that it's just drinking in moderation and not making sort of, or not having too much. And that it just actually I really don't know that much about how it does.
I mean, is it okay if I ask you some questions around your
sure.
around your drinking? Yeah. So I mean, currently, how many days a week would you normally have a drink of some sort?
Probably most days.
Most days.
Yep.
Yeah. And what do you like to drink?
Wine.
Wine. Okay.
Generally,
Yeah. So when you're sitting down to have a drink of wine, you'd be opening a bottle.
Yes.
And then how much of the bottle would you normally have?
Probably most of it.
Most of the bottle, yeah. So you'd probably be drinking up to a bottle most days?
Yeah, I guess if I look, probably.
Yeah, okay. So what we know is that if you're drinking wine in that order, that's probably what we would consider, say, maybe 7 standard drinks, and if that was most days, that sounds like about 40 standard drinks a week or a bit more.
Yep.
And we know
like
that, we know that safe drinking is less than around about 10 or so drinks for a woman per week. So 40 is potentially a little bit more than would be ideal, and that is something that can affect a person's blood pressure.
Okay.
And we know that the impact of alcohol on blood pressure is about the same if a person was to stop that. We know that that's about the same as what it would be if a person went on medication.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's something that we could think about. Can you tell me a little bit about what it is that you enjoy about your drinking?
Oh, it's just nice after a kind of a day at work, and time to relax and sit down and have a wine. I guess I open the bottle while I'm cooking tea, and talking to my partner, and sometimes he might have a drink with me too, but sometimes he doesn't, and so I guess it's just I have one beforehand, and I just find it relaxing and more a social thing than anything. But I guess sometimes I'm possibly not watching how much of the bottle I'm drinking at the time. It's just,
well, how much would you say that your alcohol use is now compared with, say, like maybe 5 years ago?
Probably the same.
You're the same? So you've been drinking in this pattern for quite a long time?
Yeah, if I think about it,
Okay. So if I was to suggest that that's possibly one of the things that's contributing to your blood pressure, what would that mean for you?
I mean, it makes logical sense when I think about it. And I think it's probably something that definitely need to look at, because I don't necessarily want to go on medication.
No,
so,
okay.
I do lots of other things well
Yes.
for my
yes.
health, so maybe this is another thing that I need to
Okay.
think about a little bit more seriously. So,
Yeah. So if you were to be looking at your drinking, what would that look like for you?
Probably just limiting myself, I guess. Maybe, I mean, I don't think I would want to like give up completely, you know, because, yeah.
So if you were
It's
thinking
definitely
about
worth trying to cut down.
if you were thinking about limiting, what would you be interested in limiting it to?
I guess I'd have to think about whether it was still having a drink every day or not so many days of the week. You know, there's possibly two different ways of doing that. So
how confident would you be that you would be able to reduce your alcohol use?
Yeah, pretty confident. Like I said, I'm pretty mindful of other things that I do around my health. So I mean, you know, it's like.
Yeah, so you take your health seriously.
Yeah,
You've done
I
some
do.
really positive things around your health. You're quite physically active.
Yeah.
You pay good attention to your diet. So this is just one area that you know you do have the ability to be able to address. Have you had periods where you've cut down before?
Yes, I guess when I was younger, and I mean I probably drank consistently, you know, my whole adult life.
Yeah.
So, but when I was expecting the kids, I didn't drink then.
Yeah.
So it's not that I can't do it.
Yeah.
So
So if you choose to, you have confidence that you would be able to do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we could just have a look at that as an option. We're concerned about the blood pressure. You're already doing all the other things that you can, maintaining your fitness, having a good diet. We've talked about salt intake in that before. And alcohol's the next step really for us to look at. And I can maybe leave it with you to look at cutting down, and you can work out what that means, and perhaps we could see how that would go over a period of about a month.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I'd be happy to do that.
And then we can have a talk about where we go with it from there.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Let's do that.
Okay.
Lovely. Great. Thanks, Anne.